Hey guys, so we're gonna do a reading tonight, and I really just kind of plan to maybe go to sleep early and everything. I did take a nap after work. I've been definitely napping a lot lately. I've got, like I said, I've been having a little health issues. Some of you are kind of aware, especially if you're in my group. I've talked to you about it. But anyway, so and I did end up taking a little kind of a cat nap. It's just kind of scrolling through YouTube, keeping up on the news. We heard Biden forgave some student loans. That's big news. All these people, some people think it's great. Some people think it's not enough, and some people think, oh, what a horrible thing he did. I just, people say, oh, that's not fair. I had to pay back all my loans, and these people are really rich. Like they took loans, right? All this stuff, and maybe some did, maybe some did. It, it's just crazy. But anyway, that is, neither here nor there. That's not the discussion here. This is an important one, of course. But we kind of look at, just kind of feeling out maybe another missing person to kind of look at. I know there's so many, and that's why I do have a thing in community. If you guys have any cases you want me to look at, that definitely just put a name in there. I will see if I can. I'm looking at some. I know Olivia Fowler. That is one I do want to do. I had considered doing that tonight, but and then I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm asleep. But this case just when you get, and if anybody of you are readers, or some of you are missing person readers who happen to be dropping by, you know how sometimes there's those ones that really just grab you, and you just, you can't, like Kelly brought me, for many, grab that, sometimes those happen. Certain children, various things happen, but this one I just could not stop thinking about. And when I can't stop thinking about something, I know it's like, okay, I can either sit there and think about it all night and have it, not leave, or maybe spirit wants me to get up and look at it, and this one especially has got me, it got me, riled up a little bit, for many reasons. When I'm looking at this case, one, I almost think, why is this case not solved? Why is this, there's some things with it, but also, but one of the main reasons, watching the mother on the news, and also because the young lady is the same age as my daughter. The young lady is also African American, which, some of you follow me know my children are African American or biracial. They really identify either way. So, I see that, and I see that, and I think of my own, and just the same age, and they're about the same height, and I'm like, God, I just can't stop thinking about this, and just I keep seeing my own, and I'm like, let's look at this, let's just, look at this, and here we go. Let's clean the glasses and get ready, because I really want to dig into this one. I want to know what's going on. I really want to know what's going on. So we're going to talk about it and stuff, and I think I did. Oops, and I got water in there, but that's okay. That's okay. I think I did come across a TikTok of the mother maybe a couple weeks ago. I haven't been on TikTok a whole lot lately. By the way, if you ever follow me on TikTok, I don't have a very big TikTok on there, but I got a lot of people faking me. So if you ever get a message and if they say they're me, wanting to give you a reading for $15, $20, please don't add that person. It's not me. I did have actually somebody come to me about a week ago and said, hey, we kind of met up on TikTok, and they showed me a little cash app and said, I thought I'd, send my pictures through this, and I'm like, wasn't me. And I made a little bitty video, and put it in the messenger so she knows. And I'm like, I got a lot of fakes. I don't message people. I've never collected money on TikTok. I pretty much will throw up an ad in my Facebook group. That's pretty much all I do and stuff. And then if people from TikTok want to go to my website, it's up there in my links, So yeah, so just say it. Anyway, I saw the mother on TikTok. So let's talk about it. So this is a case of Allahnia Lenoir. She is from Douglasville, Georgia, and she was last seen at an apartment complex in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, there's a lot about this case that grips me, and this is one I did have to watch a few YouTubes on, which is fun. There's not much to really bias me on this too terribly, because it's not like this is a case of there was a boyfriend in the apartment, or things. There's still plenty enough mystery for me to try to dig. Okay, and we will definitely do keywords, and I wrote a few little kind of details on here. But she was last seen at 1600 Peachtree Street. Okay, and this is these apartment. I did see the apartments, and they look like, they look like okay apartments. They might be, if I'm correct, maybe near like they might be near like a college kind of area, maybe that Georgia Tech or something. I'm not sure, something like that, because I know people go out, go to college out that way. Yeah, it's called Peachtree Midtown Apartments. Now, this article is pretty decent on Oxygen True Crime. So we'll kind of read. This might be Oprah's. Maybe this is one of Oprah's things. So, family pleads for answers in case of missing Georgia woman last seen in Atlanta. The family of 24-year-old Allahnia Lenoir from Douglasville worries she may have been abducted from an Atlanta apartment complex more than 2 weeks ago. So, this was August 15th, which, believe it or not, is my son's birthday. I just realized the article. Okay. Sorry, I just had to get a drink real quick. I just realized that, serendipity. Okay. May have been abducted from an Atlanta apartment complex more than 2 weeks ago after allegedly making plans with a friend. Now, from what I understand, I don't think the news articles are saying this. And I know there are certain things that want to be held back, and that's why I'm kind of glad I probed a little bit first, just a little bit. And the friend apparently is 21 years old, and if I get this right, is the mother of the Alania's mother. Okay, so let's see, of her granddaughter. So I'm gonna go ahead and feel out that maybe there's a brother here, and then this friend has a child, which is Alania's mother's granddaughter. Okay, so this is not just a friend, and there's some connection with the family. Okay, this is a family member, and they're saying friend. They're not; these are not blood related, Alania and this young lady, but they're definitely family. Okay, so it's a little more than a friend. So I just want to put that out there. Sorry, I'm just okay. All right. I have one of those lozenges because I quit smoking, and yes, I'm still on lozenges, but I have not smoked all year, not once. And it's the one thing that stops me. So, okay, just let me have my joy. Okay, so I wanted to throw that out. So it's important. This is not maybe just not necessarily maybe a loosey-goosey friend, but the friend leaves. So we'll talk about that. Okay, so they're seeking the public's help. Allahnia Lenoir, 24, of Douglasville, Georgia, was last seen entering. So we see her enter an apartment complex near it says near 1600 Peachtree Street. Oh, near. Okay, so maybe that's what it is. It's 1600 Peachtree Street, and maybe the apartment is 1660. Okay, I think I saw a couple things there. It Northeast in Atlanta on July 30th, and I wrote July 30th on here, according to NBC Atlanta affiliate WXIA TV. Few details were released, and I'm sure they're holding back a few things. In Lenoir's case, including the homicide and missing persons unit are involved in it. So, her relatives, however, believe she was abducted from the Peachtree Midtown Apartments at that address, which is in Midtown near Buckhead. Now, remember, I don't know anything about this area. I haven't looked at maps yet, really, or nothing. Her mother, Jeanette Jackson, told CBS Atlanta affiliate WCGL that her daughter traveled from her home in Douglasville to visit a friend in Midtown, about a 30-mile drive. So we think about 30 miles is a good amount of a distance. Jackson claimed in an exclusive interview with WSB TV that investigators with the Atlanta Police Department reviewed surveillance video showing the apartment complex, but that provides few answers. Now, and we'll talk about that. There's There's some things. All I know is that they said she was ID'd coming in, but not coming out. Okay? Jackson added that Allahnia and her friend made plans to meet several men, though it was unclear whether or not that meeting ever took place. Okay? And then no information could be found about the friend Allahnia allegedly went to visit. It was also unclear whether or not the apartment belonged to Alania's friend or to one of the men they were allegedly due to meet. Now, I don't believe the girl, the young lady that she goes there with, or whatever, does not live there. I'm pretty sure that's not the case there. Okay, relatives believe someone or some people took Alania against her will. I can't really say that all of the worst things that you could think of have not gone through my mind and my spirit and my heart, said Jackson. I just feel so much when you see the mother. I just. Request of the Atlanta Police Department by Oxygen.com were not immediately returned. Okay, so they tried to reach out, of course. On August 7, loved ones united for a prayer vigil at the scene where Lenoir was last seen. Don't stop saying my daughter's name, said her mother. I'm going to cry. Jeanette Jackson, according to CBS Atlanta affiliate WCGL, noting that the young woman had no reason to disappear, I'm sure. Alania's father, and he's also very active, Abraham Lenoir, told the station that his daughter's sudden disappearance was uncharacteristic. It's a nightmare, he added. Lenoir used part of his interview to address whoever might have his daughter or Lenoir whereabouts. Please allow us to see our daughter again, he said. Allow us to know the outcome of her well-being. Addressing his daughter, he said, your mother and your father, we love you very much, and we will not stop until you are found. The father requested that she keep fighting. Nobody deserves to just disappear, Jackson told WSB TV. Every day is getting harder, obviously, because the reality of time not being on my side or my daughter's side is painful. Allahnia Lenoir has black hair and brown eyes and stands 5'4", weighing approximately 120 pounds. She was last seen wearing a blue top, blue shorts, and cream-colored shoes. And anyone with information is asked to contact Atlanta Police Department 1-404-546-4235. So this is a little bit of what I did kind of see on some things. And there is some YouTubes that shows a couple of the guys that were in this apartment, apparently. So we've got 3 people and Allahnia go into, this Peachtree Midtown, apartment. Now there is surveillance. I don't know how they get this, but what about the rest, right? This is what I don't understand, and I'm sure maybe the police can't talk about it, but I'm sure if there was surveillance of Allahnia leaving, we would know. They would have to at least let us know that. But there is surveillance that the friend leaves, but no surveillance that she leaves. Now I'm not sure if there's surveillance the men leaving. But there's a whole lot of different stories. Now, I don't know all of everything with the stories, but the couple little bits that I heard from the mother on, I believe she may have been talking to Nancy Grace. I want to say May, because I was kind of going through a few little things. There's some of the videos are very short. And it sure sounded like she was talking to Nancy Grace. This was not something I could see them talking. There was kind of a picture and hearing them. But the mother did say something like the friend that supposedly her boyfriend picked her up from this place. So that I kind of had to sit there, and I was kind of like, why would, if the friend, this 21-year-old has a boyfriend, why would she go to a place with guys? I mean maybe they're just friends, but I just still, that's kind of, that's not typical behavior of someone who has a boyfriend. Let me put it this way. It could be typical behavior, maybe of somebody, but to have their boyfriend pick them up and, hey, I'm hanging out with a bunch of guys is kind of, it's kind of out of the norm to me, but I'm not saying it didn't happen, but it's just kind of bizarre. Now, the other 2 guys, what I heard the mother say, on one of the videos was that there's all different stories, but apparently what supposedly they might be saying of the same thing is that, but everybody's got, they're telling different things, but is possibly that they left her alone in the apartment, and then later when they came back she was gone. And this is a little bit that you might have to dig around to hear that part. Okay, that's not necessarily in articles. Okay, so then I kind of thought about that, and I tried. Okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just going to reasonably assume that these might be people we know of but don't know very well, but maybe we're going to hang out and just would so say you have somebody, you have a young lady there, and would you leave her alone in your place, and maybe you don't know her all that well, leave her alone, what if she took something, what if she, you know what I'm saying, I'm not saying she did. What I'm saying is, would you leave, if you were kind of hanging out, you're doing things, would you leave people that you don't know very well alone in your place and go take off, and where do they go? Where do they go? Where do they claim to have gone? And I'm not sure exactly what time the friend is on the camera. That's another thing I'm not 100% with. So there's just not there's not a whole lot here, but we're going to do our best to unpack it. And so what I'm going to do, of course, I'm going to do the tarot reading. I'm going to go and look at it, and I may actually want to do a couple of reads. And then, but yeah, like I said, there's not a whole lot here, which is very frustrating. As a matter of fact, let me just look. Is there any other possible that just has maybe something I'm missing here that could be a little helpful and stuff? So Lania, that getting her name to pick up. It could be just my Google talk. Maybe it's my voice or something. I don't know. Missing Atlanta, Georgia, Allahnia Lenoir. Okay, it did slightly better then. Oh, and then the mother just recently, I guess it's very recently announced, maybe just a day or two ago, is that she did get a private investigator. And apparently he's got a lot, cadaver dogs, he's got access to drones, and, so this should be a pretty decent, maybe some people helped her, with this. There's quite a few YouTubes on it, which is good. But still, it's still one of those challenging cases in that there needs, there's not a whole lot of articles. There's some YouTubes though. People are trying to get it out there. We need more info on this. And, but the more things like this, when they get out and everything, it's going to help. Let's look at one more. I'm going to look at a live. Okay, it actually is called a live news thing. Allahnia Lenoir, 24, went missing July 30th. Let me see if it just has any little other tidbit. Atlanta woman has been missing for nearly a week. Police are asking for the public's help in finding her. Atlanta Police Department Homicide Adult Missing Persons Unit working to try to find 24 Allahnia Lenoir. Last seen 1600 Peachtree, we know that. Around here, okay, we got that. Lenoir's family, they were hosting a prayer vigil. Yep, just very, oh no, there's a little more, hold on. Is there, nope, there's not. There's just not enough. Need more news on her. Okay, so one of the things, let's get, okay, I want to get an image of her up here if I've got a little bit. Okay, there we go. We've got her missing. Let's see if I can pull that up. I want to get her energy on here. So let's get to it. We talked about it enough. Because we don't know a lot. And I'm going to try to get whatever things. We're going to do the tarot read, what's going on and stuff. I'm just going to leave it open as far, I know hope is a big thing. I know for mom and dad. But answers, we kind of, because some things, if you looked at my last read, sometimes if people really want hope, if something real bad happened, it's kind of like spirit, just give me what they need to know. Okay, so I always kind of go with that, but spirit may be very blunt. It just depends. I also got to go with what spirit wants to say too, right? Okay, so let's kind of go ahead. But I definitely felt compelled to get up. But there's a lot of questions here, that I'm trying to feel it out. Like, okay, we see the friend they said is on surveillance. Okay, maybe I should lower you guys down so you can see just a little bit more. On surveillance, they've got her leaving. I just wonder, what about these two guys? What about them walking out? They haven't said anything about that. Now, it could be the cops are holding back, but what about her? There's nothing her walking out. This is weird. How does this happen? This is a mystery. I just, could she still be in there somewhere? I don't know how possible. It seems they would have searched and found her if she was still there. This, make it make sense to me, Spirit. Let's focus. Time to focus. I'm hoping this picks up some momentum and we get some answers. I may have to see if there's a Facebook group. And sometimes after reading these, I like to follow up and join them and just keep an eye on them. I wish I had a birthday. I wonder, does it have a birthday on here? Sometimes, no, this one doesn't. It's okay. That's all right. Spirit will know how to identify her. Okay, Allahnia Lenoir. Nice, focus. It's just, why would you leave why would you leave her there? I just feel like that we don't know these people very well. Just when I kind of tune in here, I feel like, I just feel like these might be people that we just don't know very well. No, Spirit wants me to put it way down there. Okay, there we go. Let's get to it. All right, take a deep breath. Okay, so the Emperor, that could be my law enforcement. Okay, looking at this, trying to get in there or get in the case. Okay, we know that and everything, but how good are they doing? And I'm not saying they're doing a bad job, but okay. So I do got the Wheel of Fortune. Let me just keep that to the side. I've got a few ideas, but I don't want to rule on that one yet. Let me go ahead and see here. Okay, we've got a couple characters here, or one character, Strife. Okay, so I've got the Knight of Dis. I've got Strife, which can be some kind of conflict. Could be a possible physical altercation kind of coming in here. Let me just kind of step in there. But I've got one at the moment, one male it's sitting next to. Okay. Okay, now we've got the Four of Pentacles. Now that is a power card, but I also want to say, okay, there were four there. We know that. We've got Allahnia, the one friend that so far I have not seen their name mentioned, and it looks like two males, right? So we've got four there. Stuff, but I do get, there is a Knight of Dis popping up in here. And stuff could possibly be an Earth sign, maybe. I do got that Strife card. Some kind of, could be physical altercation at times. Could be physical violence. Let's kind of go ahead. We do have the Ten of Swords. That is not promising. That is the Ruin card. That sometimes could be, sadly, an unalive situation. Possibly coming in there. Okay, so we've got that overlaps, overshadows. That is not a good sign. Okay, but let's kind of look. But I'm drawing it one at the moment. So, could another one be involved here? But some kind of physical thing here. What is going on? Once again, a number 4, Four of Cups. So Four of Cups is there. Okay, so, once we got them, we got the 4. Now I got that power card and everything. Somebody could take power over there. There's that. Okay, so let's kind of go ahead. Okay, so I do take note, a couple things popping up here. One, the Chariot, and then there is also the Prince of Cups. So I've got two males popping up in here. So far, the other younger female, Allahnia, has not popped up yet. I do take note the Chariot is in there. Sometimes that could represent a vehicle. So could we have taken in a vehicle, left the area somehow? I don't know how we get her out of there. That's the tricky part. But I do got the Chariot, which makes me feel we moved her out of that location. So she's probably not in that apartment anymore. And then the Prince of Cups is popping up. So let me just go ahead and put something next to that. Okay, so the Ten of Cups it could represent sometimes maybe a home situation, right? Okay, so we've got that and stuff. So I kind of, the first thought is kind of making me feel that it's possible that one left and then one remains. Just something spirit is just getting in my ear. I've got the home, I've got the prince there. No, and that's a 10, and this is a 10. Okay, so I've got one way over here, one, they're quite far apart in my layout, except which makes me feel maybe these two might have got a little distance with each other. There could be a point where maybe somebody steps out. Maybe somebody steps out of the area. Something maybe happens with a couple of the in here. Maybe they leave alone, leave out of the area, leave one here. This Knight of Pentacles energy, power, the conflict, ruin. So this makes me feel possibly here that one is there, something real bad happens, but maybe one stepped out while this bad thing happens. I'm not, so I'm not trying to say, oh, this person is innocent here, though, because they might be part of a cover-up, because these people are, kind of friends here. Just a little something, just some energies, and shit's getting real heavy in my head here. I'm looking at the distance here with the layout, and also having, I was in there, maybe I step out of the home, something bad happens. So I'm kind of getting a feel. Maybe it's not necessarily both do something to her. Maybe one does. Something goes wrong. Okay, and someone maybe steps out and then finds out, and then what do they do? Okay, something is just something I feel there. Okay, because I'm looking at this distance, in the layout here. Just something is telling me I'm, spirit's kind of like I'm putting distance in between these two, this knight and this prince. Another thing too, one of the things about the knight, what is the difference between, say, a knight and a prince? Action. Okay, prince could be more of a passive, where a knight can be more of an active. Okay, so little something there to kind of think about. Where we at the crown, so this is kind of the hidden area. This could be a hidden area of a layout, except, and I know I got kind of my own design for those who watch me. But what's at the crown? That's what I want to look at. The magician, yes. The magician can be my symbol of making someone disappear. Okay, because think of a magician. So yes, so somehow we're making her disappear. She's not out of thin air, though. This has got to be something here. Okay. Kind of look at this. Okay, so a couple things here. One, I've got the Hierophant. I've also got the Knight of Swords energy here and stuff. So I'm looking in some of this energy. I actually feel the Hierophant actually kind of makes me feel something. Maybe there's a little bit, a divine intervention is one kind of popping up. But that Knight of Swords, okay, so this can be very reckless, fast kind of energy. So this kind of makes me feel whenever something happens, there's a scrambling, fast movement. Okay, it's kind of, definitely some kind of reckless action. I'm not always a fan. I'm not saying there's a third male here. I feel this is more of an action. Remember, Knight's action, maybe certain things, happening, because I'm moving further in here. Now, we're going to look at Allahnia's section, kind of feelings, attitudes, emotion, kind of certain things going on with her, where she's at. This is going to be the hard one. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so a couple things here. Two things, and I'm not done. I'm going to still pull a little bit more. Now, I've got the Three of Pentacles. We talked about 4. Now we've narrowed to 3. So it looks like there is a point where it's just 3 of them in the apartment. But I do get this Knight of Cups here, another energy. So this kind of makes me feel someone maybe trying to be sweet and offer something. But like I said, what goes on here and stuff. Like I said, I don't feel more men coming. This is just trying to, like, things that happen. Maybe somebody's trying to, likes her, is trying to offer something, and maybe she doesn't want it. Because one of the things about the Four of Cups, okay, we got the Knight offering the cup, and what is the thing about the Four of Cups? Push away. Okay, now, then I've got the Knight of Wands. Whole lot of masculine energy coming up in here. Does somebody get angry when I push away? Okay, because the Knight of Wands can indicate anger. Okay, so I've got this. Remember, the Four of Cups can be to push the cup away. I've got the Knight. Maybe he's trying to offer me sweet, just this, that, and everything. And then, but I got this. I push away, right? Okay, now I've got anger. Okay, so that's not good. We're going to pull one more in this section. Death. Oh, shit. Give me a moment. Okay. So let me sit with this, and I'll lower it back down. When When that happens, for those who follow me, especially if it's in their section, I get that card, that is a very bad sign. Okay, this is a little bit of kind of what I'm feeling. It's kind of, it's talking very clear. Just like I said, sometimes I got to fight for something, and sometimes things come in pretty damn blunt. Okay, so what I'm kind of feeling, there's a lot of masculine energy, spirits kind of used in the characters, but is also expressing certain actions. So, but what I'm kind of feeling, it's real hard when things hit me like that. I've got this kind of energy here. Like I said, some kind of, there's some kerfuffle. I got that ruin card. That's a real bad sign. That's Ten of Swords. That can, But anytime, of course, I have Ten of Swords and Death in the same layout, that's real bad. I mean, I think I can only maybe think of maybe one instance I've done a missing person read, and I got those cards, and the person really was still with us. And maybe it was a more of a fear-based, certain things going on, worst case scenario, but then everything was fine. Except, but normally this is not good, especially when Death is in their position and the Ten of Swords is very blatant. But that's what it's kind of feeling like. I feel like, okay, I've got two. Remember, you saw. Let's go over it. We kind of talked about. There's a lot of fours in here. Okay, we've got the Four of Pentacles and we got the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups can be about the guy pushing away the cup. Let me, for those who are not familiar with tarot, sometimes I like to pull the Rider-Waite to explain to you in case you're a little confused of what I'm saying, because I know Thoth, the wonderfully powerful deck and stuff, and I know some people fear Crowley in the tarot world and stuff. Was he the beast? Yeah. Is his deck good? Yeah, that's why I use it. If it works, use it, right? Who cares? Okay, so let me kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, now I know this is a male, but I want you to pretend this is Allahnia. Okay. Okay, see that cup being offered? Now, of course, normally this could be a good, but it's not always, especially something like this. There is kind of an ignoring of the cup here. Kind of, and that's why I say kind of push it away, ignore. So this makes me feel, I'm not wanting someone's advances here. Okay, something's going on. Maybe I just want to hang out, have friends, and everything, just kind of, have a good time. Or maybe we were kind of maybe thinking like it's something, young girls and everything, but whatever reason, there's a no in there. I'm pretty damn sure there's a no. So we started with 4, and then we got the 3 of Pentacles. It narrows down to 3. But something, like I said, something, I feel someone may have stepped out of the picture. Okay? Except we've got the Knight of Cups. Maybe somebody's playing nice and being nicey. Trying to be sweet, professional. But somewhere we're kind of pushing them away. Something happens. I feel something happens. Which could potentially, someone gets angry. Someone gets aggressive. Remember that 5 of Wands could get physical. Okay, with a situation. And then the Death card. Okay, so that's kind of looking like, what is going down here. Okay, and like I said, and the person, maybe they came back or something happens, and then, but I definitely am pretty much feeling both of them got to know what's going on. I just, something tells me, and we'll look at that. So let's look at the environment. So the environment, I'm going to kind of really look at what's going on, especially, I already a lot of masculine energy has popped up, but let's see, what's in the environment here of that night? What we need to look at? Okay, well, I got the Star. It was reversed, but the Star. But I don't read reversals with that, so I'm not going to worry about that. But that is a light at the end of the tunnel. Like I said, it's real hard. Hope the family. I know. Except this, the main thing, find her. This is, so at this point, no matter what, any kind of clues and stuff, to find her. The one thing though is Star, to be able to find her, there is hope. That there is that. And because I'll tell you, the worst is, the worst thing in the world, I think for anyone, this is all bad, and it's always going to be bad. It's going to forever be bad. But that you don't know where they are. It's just even the most horrible thing in the world. And and Knight of Swords, and stuff. That cruelty, that is the cruelty card in this one. One, of course, though, I'm definitely going to say, feel for the mother. The sleepless nights, the expecting the worst, and not knowing, and the father, and the family, really. You know, it's cruel. It's cruel that anybody has to suffer through this. That's stuff. But I do have the Ace of Wands, which is opportunity. You know, so I feel those still. Something is there. Maybe with this private investigator that there's opportunity to be able to fix, you know, find, not to fix, wrong word, find her. Princess of Swords can be about news coming in, more details, more news coming in. So actually that investigator may prove to be something decent, okay? I have a feel. Okay, so now we're going to kind of look at hopes and fears. Is a tough one. I know. Let's see. It's something I feel the hermit is that, you know, those who know something just keep it to themselves, hide, whatever. Okay. Oh, sorry, I forgot to lower it. I apologize, guys. So we got the Prince of Discs, a lot of masculine energy there. Let me just pull another, just kind of sum up next to that and everything. And then we've got the Eon. Now, the Eon also could be like the Judgment, Resurrection, you know, that kind of energy also as well. Sometimes could be, you know, the dead surfacing, that kind of thing. So we'll kind of look at that and stuff. So it's a tough one. I'm going to pull a few from Baby Thoughts. Spirit's calling me for Baby Thought. Sometimes certain things, if they come up the same, you know, that could give me a pay attention thing. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to pull up for a minute though after I got a little. It's not, you know, she's my daughter's age. There's that strife right there. You know, it's you feel it. It's tough. It's tough. But that's kind of what I'm kind of feeling. You know, from the spirit, we kind of think the residents. There was a fight. It broke out in the apartment. That can represent a home, a residence, strife. See, the fight broke out in there. Something happened in the apartment. Okay. But yeah, it just kind of makes me feel that Prince there. Like I said, you know, I'm pretty much. I don't feel others show up there. I'm not necessarily getting that feel. No, because we've got the 3 Pentacles in her position. So I'm going to kind of stick to that. See that it happened there. It happened there. We're going to get keywords, see if we can figure out. How do they get her out? Is the surveillance real bad? Is it sketchy? Do they know how to get it out themselves? But then again, it seems like finding the friend leaving would be hard. They need to get a reward. I don't think there's a reward in this case. A reward would help. That would get a few people out of their homes, you know, looking. I'm just saying. Ooh. Oh, my head is heavy. I knew this was going to be a hard one, but I really want to try. Oh, mama. I just don't, you know, why the... Yeah, it's just weird, you know, the one young lady, stripe. There's a physical altercation there. Something happens. You know, why she left her, and it's just, I don't know, what is it about friends leaving friends lately? Kylie, Rodney, and the Sammy, and I mean, I would just never leave someone with a bunch of guys. I feel like she doesn't know them well. And maybe knows of them, doesn't know them real well. Okay? You know what I'm sure, you know, and I know young people, we all did it. We go somewhere, we hang out. Maybe you meet somebody out dancing, you go out, hang out. You know, I know people do things, but, you know, that was a simpler time, a different 80s, 90s. Nowadays, you can't do it, guys. You can't. Okay, let's just see any similars. Devil, definitely. Okay, Devil didn't pop up that time, but I still got, Ten of Pentacles. That could be my symbol of a reward. We need to get a reward going and stuff. That's one of the things. The Queen of Pentacles, actually, a couple things there. The Queen of Pentacles actually makes me feel the mom, but I also have the Queen of Swords. That makes me feel another figure here. Popping up here. I don't feel either of these are Allahnia. It could be, you know, with law enforcement, because Queen of Swords can be my law and order type of person. Okay? Let me just kind of... Except, we do have the Empress, so... Okay, so hold on. Empress, Queen of Swords. Oh, maybe Alani is the Queen of Pentacles. Hold on 1 second, because we do have the Mother, the Empress. Step back, step back. Hold on. Empress. Empress. Okay. All right, that's that. Now, the sun really shine light on the situation. Figure this out. You know, things need to come into the light. And sometimes the universe can be, for me, it can be the symbol of the internet, kind of getting all over the World Wide Web. The World Wide Web, hence the world or the universe. Okay, I'm going to stop right there with that myself. So actually, she might actually be Queen of Pentacles. Okay, because the Emperor showed the Mother. But I feel, yeah, a female figure kind of going in that could be very helpful. Okay, so let's kind of sit with it. We're going to look at some other things. I'm not feeling good about her, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, poor mama. We're going to get keywords in a minute. But yeah, my head, I just feel like, you know, and I wonder, maybe there was a little bit to drink. Maybe there, oh, okay, so let's, now, one of the cards is perpetrator has behavioral patterns of a serial killer. Not saying they are, certain behavioral patterns. So one things I would pick up, I would look at their behavior. The very first thing, you know, when I see this card, okay, you know, obviously we haven't seen the two guys interviewed. They probably don't want to go on camera, okay. You know, you know, what we think, Chris Watson, you know, and the various behaviors, you know, maybe the way they talk, certain things, the way they interview, they may think they're real slick, they can get away with things and stuff like that, you know. So I would say check their behavior. Not saying that they've done this before, but just certain things that, you know, those guys have certain behaviors, okay? Something about it, okay? Cell phone records may provide important clues. There has been no, now I know Mom said certain things go straight to voicemail. They've got to be pulling records, looking at something. There's got to be something, maybe some phone calls, something there. Okay, so something with her cell phone, definitely, or maybe the friends, or maybe the guys. Okay, absolutely, check out those. There's something, it says spontaneous behavior or mental illness contributed to the crime. Okay, so it could be maybe some very reactive. Maybe they got a mental problem. You know, flipped out, kind of, you know, weird kind of thing. Okay. Killer had an argument or disagreement with the victim. That seems to fit very well. Okay, and that strife, some kind of, you know, fight. You know, push. I feel some kind of pushing away. Okay, some kind of rejection. Okay, very very simple. I definitely feel something with that. DNA, they need to, you know, I don't know how well they're checking this apartment out. They have to have been checking it out, but there should be something DNA wise in there. They probably aren't talking about it if there is, okay? You know, which I completely understand they can't. It does say in the future, killer may admit guilt, so it's possible. Or maybe the one who maybe stepped out, maybe just want to kind of say that. A closer observation of the, well, actually it says the victim's living space may provide clues. I feel though what Spirit is really saying is of the space where she was in. The house. Okay, because, you know, I don't think there's much in the, I mean, there could potentially be something where she lives at. But I really feel, I feel what Spirit is trying to say actually of their living space. And these guys. I feel is what Spirit's trying to say with that card. Argument. 2 argument cards. I'll pull one more. 2 argument cards. There's a fight. Also, drugs could be a factor. So somebody could have, you know, they could maybe get high, marijuana, you know, something could have been going on. I'm not saying this is her thing. This could have been their thing. Okay? Somebody could have been, and that's, maybe it made someone mental. Maybe it, you know, something weird. Okay, so now we're going to go to keywords. Try to bring it up. We're going to do our Google. Luckily, oh good, my phone's not totally dead yet. Good. Let's kind of see. Oh, little mama. I know. Okay, let me get shifted here. I'm kind of getting stiff. Okay. Actually, I do think I'm gonna burn it. I'm in a Palo Santo mood, guys. Hold on one second. I'm just gonna loosen it up for the spirits here. Try to get some good energy here. Give me a moment. Let's go over here. Skip a little bit. The one thing I like about Palo Santo is that it's strong, but you don't need a little bit, just and everything. But sage gets all over and everything. Okay. So we know, Atlanta, Georgia. We're at this Peachtree Street is pretty much. We're from Douglasville. So, and it was about, I guess they said about 30 miles apart, maybe. I'm not gonna worry about looking that up. It doesn't matter. Main thing, okay. But I just, I let's just get to it. I keep hearing, I know it sounds really simple, but I hear arm, but then I kind of get a visual. I'm wondering if somebody, one of the, or the person, it's something with an arm, and I wonder if there could potentially be something on it, like a tattoo, maybe something, but something with an arm. Maybe there's a grab arm, or there's a something, but I know it's a very simple little, but just something I'm just kind of seeing. And I'm wondering if this person might have a little something on their arm, like a tattoo arm. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay. I'm hearing something. It's almost like I see, looks like maybe a glass or broke glass, like a spill or something. But I almost feel like there's a picture off a wall, like a picture off a wall in some way. So it's almost like it's almost like there could potentially, maybe there's a spill, maybe there's a spill on a carpet. I'm not saying it's, like say necessarily a blood spill, but maybe like a drink, or a drink spills. Could be something in the apartment. Maybe look at a little, like a chaos, someone gets knocked over. But I also like maybe a picture like comes off a wall. They should kind of observe, is there a picture there and it's no longer hanging? Is there a little white spot to kind of indicate maybe a kerfuffle, something in there? But something with that. But I definitely feel something happens in there. Okay, how did they get her out? Because she can't be still in there. She just can't be. There's just. Give me your. Just. This I got to really probe. Give me a moment. Okay, so I do hear something about, it's either more than one entrance or more than one exit. So I don't think it's a straight, there's only one way in this kind of place here and stuff. So I do feel somehow going some way or area, there's like another way out or something. There's maybe not, just the front door, like maybe there's a back door, there's something. This is not just a one-way thing here. Okay, so that may be partly what happens, because I'm, feeling something like that. Like I feel like maybe go into the back area, like a back area. Something. Hearing something carport. I don't know if they have how the parking is there, but I hear carport. Okay, something, so, kind of, okay. We have to be, I do have the chariot, we have to have been put in a vehicle and stuff, but I do feel something happens in the apartment. I feel it's in there. I don't feel we left, hey, let's go out and go do, I don't feel I feel something happens there, okay? Something happens there, like one steps out, something goes on. Okay, keep that up. Okay, let's get key. Just find where we were. Give me some keywords. It's going to be hard to figure it all out. This pen's about to run out of ink on me. Don't. No, that's Shreve. What? I know, can't be Shreveport. Shreve. I don't, how to do that sound. Okay. Shreve and Atlanta, Georgia. No, it's not going to pick up that word. What I want to try to say. Hold on. Shreve in Atlanta, Georgia. No, that's not it. It's not one. It's not like it. Nope, there it is. No, that's not it. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. Hold on. What is this? Shreve, Madison. There's a Shreve, Madison in Atlanta, Georgia, and something's popping up here, but it says 2255 Peachtree Road. Hold on. I don't know. Is there a Peachtree Road and Peachtree Street? Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on. Shreve. Okay, trying to figure this out. What is this? What am I seeing? Or is that the name of a person? I don't know what this is. Something is somehow Shreve, Madison, 2255 Peachtree Road, Northeast Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know how that's bringing me to that, so hold on. That's Peachtree Street, right? This is not far. Hold on. Is there... I don't know if that's the name of a person. I'm just hearing Shreve. Okay, so hold on one second. Hold on. I mean, it could be in someone's name or something. There is some names popping up. But it does... Hold on. 225. Physical therapist. Okay, so it's someplace with physical therapists. Okay, so hold on. Let me just... Hold on, guys. A lot of stuff is coming up here. It is a name, but it might be pointing me to something. I don't know how this popped up. Because, hold on. Because when I go Shreve and Atlanta, Georgia, it brought me up to Shreve, Madison, which looks like maybe a name of a physical therapist. But the physical therapist is at 2255 Peachtree Road. So hold on one second. How far is 2255 Peachtree Road from 1600 Peachtree Street, Atlanta, Georgia? I don't know if I got all that.
The drive from 1600 Peachtree Street north.
Oh shit, that's 5 minutes away.
Peachtree Road is 1.5
okay.
miles.
Okay, so hold on. So somehow I'm hearing Shreve. Okay, so that leads me, I know, why does the Spirit make it clear? I don't know. Okay, so that makes me look up Shreve, Shreve. And there is a Madison Shreve, which looks like to be some kind of physical therapist or doctor. And it brought them up, and their location is 2255 Peachtree Road. Okay, it's 5 minutes away from 1600 Peachtree Street. It's like 5 minutes away. Okay, so that's... I don't know why it's coming up, but it's there. Okay, and something with it brings me there. Okay, which kind of, let me show you on the map, looks like that. So this is where they were, and this is what's pulling up. Okay, that there's some doctor with that name or something. Oh wait, or something. Let me see. Or what? 225. Wait. Is it a business or is it an apartment? No. This is apartments. Okay, I'm getting confused. But somehow it brought me to that. Okay, okay, maybe it's not a business. Maybe it is an apartment. 225 Pepe Tree. Unit. So I wonder if maybe somebody else they know or something lives there or something or could be in that area. Okay, let me just sit with it. I'm just going to set that. That's just something that came up. Okay, so set that to the side. That's only 5 minutes away. Somehow it points me there. I don't know how. Okay. It's kind of weird. Levin. I hear Levin. So I wonder if they're if spirits try to say 11. Okay, so I'm gonna say 11. I'm just gonna write 11. Something with 11. I need to take a drink. Excuse me. I'm not sure what time all this happens. I don't think anybody's presented much of a timeline, but I'm hearing something with 11. Ooh. Excuse me, guys. I kind of feel like she's, with that coming up, so it might have gone in that area somewhere. I don't know where it is. But this is a city. This is not, it's not like there's it's got to be evidence. It's got to be evidence there. This will be solved. Good. Did we throw them away? I almost feel I might be thrown away. I might be thrown away in some way. Physical assault. This is the homemade deck. Yeah, I get the word might be found. I don't like that. I don't like that. We're gonna find it. We're gonna find it. We're gonna figure it out. It is someone they knew. It's gotta be one of those guys. I know it is. I know it is. Let's get that. Yeah, someone they didn't know very well. I definitely get that. Yeah, she didn't know these guys very well. She may have just possibly just met them and stuff. May have possibly just met them because I pulled a stranger card twice. So that makes me feel I don't know these guys very well. So which I don't understand. Yeah, something feels this feels straight physical. This doesn't feel like a shot. I sat with you. This feels, you know, yeah. She didn't know these guys. She didn't know these guys. Yeah, the girlfriend left her. What about the girlfriend? There will be justice. I got that. Justice. The girlfriend pops up. Now this feels the girlfriend, okay, is also a factor in there. But definitely a cover up. Okay, I know they're covering shit up. And I'm gonna pull one more. Yeah, physical assault, physical abuse, definitely. It's gonna get more on the internet. I think this needs to start getting around more. The internet pulled twice. Oh shit, it pulled twice. Except because I've got duplicates in this deck. Should get bigger. Some drugs or drinking, yes. I'm not saying she really has it, and everything. Boyfriend did pick the girl up and everything. Yeah, there's something. Okay. Just a couple things. I just want to just kind of take a look at something. Okay, let me go back. Oh shit, my phone's about to die. And I'm not gonna be able to do this long. Wait. Something great. Great something. I don't know what it is. How do I put that? Great and Atlanta, Georgia, and location. I'm not great. Damn it. This is GREAT and Atlanta, Georgia, and location. Could Gabar
Here's some
or
information about Atlanta. Atlanta is the capital of the U.S. state of Georgia.
now there's something. I mean, I'm hearing great, but I feel like there might be. I don't know if there is a business with the name Great in it, like great something. Oh, I'm about to die, guys. Okay, my phone. Um, a business with the name Great in it in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm trying to think. I feel something like something that might have the word great in it. Something. Okay, let me set that to the side. Morris. 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 Morris and Atlanta, Georgia. Not Maurice.
Here is a map of Morris Street Northwest, Atlanta, Georgia,
So further.
30318.
So further. I was hearing Morris. Um, it's weird also when I do that. When I put it, that brings me up a Dwayne Morris that is at 1075 Peachtree Street. But hold on, no, I just. Oh, Morris Brown College is a private Methodist, historically black liberal arts college in Atlanta, Georgia. Morris. Okay, I didn't know that, guys. Like I said, I don't know Atlanta. But I am hearing Morris. So I'm wondering, I don't know if the people there go to that college. I don't know how far. How far is that anyway? I'm about to run out of juice here. That's just wow. I didn't even know that. Okay, so Morris. Okay, how far? How far is Morris Brown College from 1600 Peachtree Street?
The drive from 1600
12 minutes.
Peachtree Street Northeast to Morris Brown College is 4.7 miles.
It's 12 minutes away. Okay, I don't know if the people go to this college, but I did hear Morris. Like I said, I don't know Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know their universities, their colleges, anything. I'm just hearing Morris. And that leads me, Peach, I wish I could show you guys. It's almost fading. Morris Brown College is 12 minutes away from this location. So one thing they could, the perpetrator or whatever, could go to this college. It's maybe. But everything when I'm just searching makes me feel, in the area, does not feel far. Does not feel like I took her out of the area real far. Okay, except that's one thing. I don't know the people that are there, but it points me to that college. I mean, like I said, I just heard Morris. I don't know, anything about Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know. I zippity doo dah. Okay, stuff. So that's significant. That's a pretty significant thing. But a lot of it makes me feel that we're not far. I was getting a kind of wondering. I hate to say this. I'm wondering if we possibly were put in something like God, I hate to say this, like maybe like a dumpster kind of thing, or something like that. I just get this kind of thrown away feel. I get this. I don't feel we're being trafficked, um, necessarily here. I just it doesn't it does you know, I could always be wrong, but obviously I'm getting a death and the Ten of Swords. I don't know if the perpetrator or one of them or both of them go to this college, but it's 12 minutes away from the location. A lot of things. So I could we have possibly been put in something? I hate to say, like I said, I know like sometimes dumpsters and various things. Maybe put in something around, which that's the hard part because obviously people take things out and they do, finding could be difficult. But I'm getting this kind of a weird kind of vibe here, except, or it could be also, they could have connections to that college, also as well. There could be something like that. Except I may want to see my phone's about to die, and I could pull up my laptop, but I'm just um, I may do a different look, a second video on this, a second look, but I'm definitely feeling something there. There's got to be a connection. If they're not going there, maybe could be around even that college. I don't know how big the Morris Brown College is, but I'm wondering, could they somewhere in that area, or something. But a lot of things like what I'm just kind of hearing like Shreve kind of brings me to another complex which is real close, and everything just makes me feel I'm in the area. I'm real close. I do just, but yeah, that's just Morris is not how that just comes out. So that's why I like to do keywords and do this, is because I know it's spirit. If it comes to me and it's just so you know strong like that, it's got to be spirit. Okay. Like some things are kind of like like Shreve, it kind of you know but that's just blatant. That's just so blatant. No. Oh, let's roll dice. That's what spirit's like. Roll dice. Okay. Okay, hold on. Well, let me find them. What? Oh crap! What did I do with my dice? Did they go disappear? I mean, I'm definitely getting a feel to roll dice, but oh, there they are. Wow, I've been on this read for a long time, but I'm invested at this point. I may have to do a part two, guys. It kind of I definitely want to look again. We see what I get here. Okay, we got number 9. Okay, whoa, are you kidding me? I rolled 9 and Virgo today for the other read. Okay, so we've got 9 and we've got Virgo. So I'm hopefully, okay, but I also have a 1. Okay, so wait a minute. What is today's date? Maybe. God, it would be great. 9-1. Could we find her or get something real close? But I've also got the Virgo symbol, okay, which in September will be, it is Virgo now. It is the Virgo. So during this Virgo, month energy, and I've also got number 9, which could put me to September. I do have 1, which could maybe, which would be fantastic, possibly know something by 9-1. It would be wonderful if she could be found 9-1. Now, I do note there is a moon card. Now, that is a crescent moon. I do take note, but it's still a moon. But still, let's just see if I can find it before my phone dies. What is the full moon in September? Oh, September 10th. Okay, September 10th was coming up for me in the read for Jalissa. Okay, so that is, okay, so the full moon is September 10. Okay. So let me just, but Jalissa, I actually got 9-10 when I did that read today. But this one, I'm getting 9-1 moon and Virgo. I got Virgo for her too. These both could potentially be, they could be found both in September, which would be fantastic. But I'm just curious. What is the new moon in September?
Here is information from 2022 calendar.
Okay, that would be, oh no, that's, What do you? Why are you showing me 2023? No. When is the new moon in September 2022?
Here is information from 2022 calendar.
Okay, so the new moon will be September 25th. Just noting. God, I hope we don't go that long. Just something, I just want to know it. Okay, and let me see. When is the full moon, September 2022? Just make sure. Yeah, September 10th. Okay, so I think actually, so could be potentially, as I've got a moon, number one, September 1, to possibly September 10th when the moon is full. I do have 9 for September in Virgo. Hopefully we should find her. Okay? And so I have a feel, I know I got that might be found. There is some, I actually feel though this private investigator may be the key that we could turn that might into a will. Okay? There's always potential with spirit. You never know, spirit could shine light where they want and stuff, which is, but it's very hopeful. But definitely we should have, I feel a little more info within about September 1st to the 10th. Some things are kind of come in there. And I also say kind of between because the moon and the one, okay? I stuff a little bit there and stuff. But yeah, so maybe a connection at college, okay? I'm still feeling like, I feel, I hate to say it, we might have been put in something. You know, I'm hoping not a dumpster, guys. I'm hoping. You think they would have checked them, but I don't know. But I don't feel like we take out of the area. I don't feel we're going in another city. I don't feel traffic. I feel we're close. I mean, I'm just gonna look one more and stuff. Definitely people are lying. I got the lying card. Yeah, I know this is bad and stuff. Yeah, there's still some potentials, little bit up in the air to find her. Like I said, it's not totally set in stone, but you know what? You know, when spirit gets involved in stuff, anything can happen. Okay, but I'm hoping, and any of this could possibly help.